all your school rugby, all in one place. This is Next Gen 15.
Hello and welcome to Next Gen 15 as we continue our series of the top under 23 players in the world. Today we are looking at props. Before we get started though, please do make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell, and then you'll be alerted as to when any new video drops, including the very final video in this series, which will be the hookers. Let's get into that top 10 then, and at number 10 we have an Italian prop, Giosue Zilocchi. He's 23 years old and was given a bit of a battering by Scotland back in the Six Nations, but it's for exactly that he ends up in this selection, because he bounced back brilliantly a couple of weeks ago, to absolutely batter them in the front row, ending up knocking Rory Sutherland backwards, a prop who had given him a really hard time back in the spring. So he's really developing his game. He's a big unit, and he's only going to get better and better if he can improve that much in 6 months. Think what he can do over the course of the next 10 years. A really exciting prospect for Italy. In 9th place, we have Alex Fidow from New Zealand and the Hurricanes. An uncapped prop, but a serious ball carrier with huge energy. Injuries really hampered his progress up to this point. 23 years old, and he's probably not got as many games under his belt as he'd want, but he is bouncing back, and as he bounces back, you're going to hear big things about this kid. He is a seriously powerful unit, weighing in at 137 kilograms. That is massive. Watch out for him as we go forward. Really exciting prospect. In at number 8, and a potential future partner for Fidow, Ryan Coxon. Another Kiwi. He's playing at the Chiefs, loose head this time, 23 years old, with a massive work rate. Absolutely massive work rate. Slightly smaller than Fidow, but not much. We can look forward to seeing these two working in tandem for a few years to come, I think, and there could be some exciting times in New Zealand front rows, especially when it comes to next week's video and you see who we have a hooker in the number 2 spot. In at 7, we have a South African, Honro Jacobs from the Sharks, just 20 years old. Really young guy, but a powerful young man. Quite light for a front rower, but massive potential. Really excited to see what he can do. There's been some huge reviews across everything that we've read and seen. It's really exciting times for French rugby. Really excited to see what Honro Jacobs can do. He's going to get bigger, of that there's no doubt. When was the last time you saw a smallish South African prop? This is an exciting young player. Really looking forward to seeing him in action. At number 6, we have Guram Gogichashvili. How could we not have a Georgian in the team? Recently made the move to Racing 92, and he's been playing fantastically well for them, getting loads of experience. Yet to be capped, but you can be sure that it's going to come soon. 22 years of age, the next cab off the rank in this factory that is the Georgian props. It's fantastic. Just keep producing these absolute beast front rowers, and I can tell you this is another one. Huge promise. Really excited to see what he can do going forward. In 5th place, and talking of countries with legendary front rows, we have an Argentinian, Mayco Vivas. Plays down in Rosario. He's got a handful of caps to his name, 22 years of age, and he is knocking hard on the door to get more. Going to be really tough for him to break into that team, because Argentina, like Georgia, is just stacked in that front row department. Even at the moment, where they probably aren't at the heights of previous years, it's a position that there's a huge amount of pride in the country, and so there's just always a huge amount of players there. But Vivas is knocking hard. Really exciting times. Really looking forward to seeing him as he progresses in his international career, gets more caps. He's going to become a name that you've all heard of. At 4, we have Welsh prop Rhys Carre. Played at Saracens for a while before moving across the Cardiff Blues in order to make himself eligible for Wales again. He's got almost 10 caps to his name. He's struggled at times in the scrum, but that's probably due to his age. He's just 22, but the real excitement around him is his potential as a ball carrier and a ball player. Warren Gatland was excited about him. He was trying to drip feed him into the system. Wayne Pivac's even more excited about him, getting him straight in, starting games, prepared to throw him in a bit at the deep end, but Carre is stepping up. He's a really exciting prospect, a real modern prop. It's going to be very important that he builds on his scrummaging work. But at the moment, as a ball carrier, he's fantastic. As a ball handler, he's fantastic. And that scrummaging is going to come on, and he's going to probably be in that Welsh number 1 shirt for a huge number of years to come. Into the top 3 are 3 outstanding prospects. First of all, in third place, we have Jean-Baptiste Gros of France and Toulon. A handful of caps already, but it feels almost as if he's cemented into the side at the loose head already. He's been knocking around for a while. He's 21 years old, but he's a real prospect. Very good in the set piece, very powerful in the loose. Pretty tall for a prop as well, almost 2 meters tall. And he's only going to get better and better. Part of an all-action French Honro. When you see the hookers list, we've got a couple of French hookers in there. We've got more French props to come in this. French rugby is on the up, not just in those exciting backs, the Duponts, the Intermacs, the Jaliberts, etc. In the front row, in the back row, in the second row, we have got some serious players coming through for France. Very, very, very impressive few years to come, you suspect. France 2023 could well be on everyone's lips. In second place, we have Angus Bell from Australia, plays down at the Waratahs and made his debut the other week against the All Blacks. Just 20 years old and a massive man. Really powerful scrummager, really powerful ball carrier as well. Given that it was his debut coming on, he didn't just sort of collect his minutes, collect his cap, feel happy. He went out and made a statement. Carried a huge ton of ball, made a real difference in the scrum when he came on, and he's only going to get better and better as he gets more experience. Just 20 years old. There's a bit of a myth goes around that you need to be a bit older to become a really top class prop. That was probably true a while ago. I think nowadays you can be an expert a bit younger in that position, purely down to the professionalism of all the training. But 20 is young, so he has got a huge amount of room for improvement, and he's already outstanding. Sky's the limit here. And in first place, and I don't think it will come as a surprise to many, Demba Bamba from France. The Lyon tight head is a colossal man. He is so powerful. He's coming up close to 20 caps by the end of the year, and he's not just a star of the future, he's a star of now. Used mainly off the bench by France because of that powerful and aggressive impact game that he has, and probably still working on his set piece game at just 22 years of age. There's a bit to learn there. But he's already a hugely talented player, already one of the top props in the world. And he's only going to get better and better. This is a mainstay of the French pack for the next 10 years. Of that, there is no doubt. Only injury can hold him back, because he is a fantastic player. Good luck tackling him. That's all I can say. Good luck tackling him. Good luck being tackled by him. He's fantastic. And that concludes our look at the top 10 under 23 props in the world. Some fantastic names on there, some fantastic names that miss out as well. We'd love to hear if there's anyone that you think should be in that top 10. Make sure you leave it in the comments below and let us know about our top 10 in general. Is there anyone you think should be higher up the list? Is there anyone who you think should be slightly lower down the list perhaps? Do you agree with Demba Bamba as number 1? Let us know. In the meantime, do make sure that you subscribe and that you hit that notification bell to be alerted of any new videos, including the final video in this series about hookers, the top 10 under 23 hookers in the world. And once you've done all of that, please do head to our website, www.nextgen15.com. That's www.nextgenxv.com, where you'll see all of our other content and loads more. Thanks for watching. Cheers, guys.